his schedule, you can get a good idea of how long has he been running as he got into this checkpoint. You would look to see, all right, has he run 3 hours to get here? Then he'll probably run in another 3 hours. But, you know, you have to be kind of choosy about where you're going to camp between here and Roan. There's like lots of sections of trail that are just kind of not really places that you can stop your team and get them comfortable. So he has to kind of pick and choose the location. But since he's a veteran of the Iditarod, he probably knows the right spots to stop. Plus, a lot of these guys in this race, you know, are willing to share some secret little camping spots, and you learn. Keaton's been up in Fairbanks. Like I said, they've had a tough winter, cold and snowy. Ran the Yukon Quest 750. Ended up not finishing, but learned a lot. I think dogs learned a lot, and his ultimate goal was finishing Iditarod this year, I think. And you know, so you saw Jeff Dieter do the same thing. His ultimate goal was Iditarod, so he didn't get all the way to the finish line because he was getting ready for the last great race. Pretty amazing event they put on there at the Yukon Quest Alaska 750. Looking forward to see it again. But we're here at the Iditarod with a live stream from Rainy Pass. And remember when the dogs are all barking and screaming? Well, you take a little break and they're like, you can tell they're maybe a little more experienced. They're like, you know what? Since we're stopped, maybe I'll lay down for a second. Do a little self-grooming. The lead dogs are turning around like, hey, what are you getting some snacks back there? What's going on? He's getting some liquid methanol, some heat for camping. And they feel him and hear him fiddling around in the sled, and once they feel it shaking around behind them, they start to. That's sometimes all it takes for them to start to be like, let's go, let's go. his lead dog up in the front, black dog. His name is Rambo. Rambo's 9 going on 10. And yeah, in 2020, he was on my Iditarod team. And he was just a little 3-year-old, I guess. And so this might be his last Iditarod, but he's still a huge asset to the team. And provides a lot of experience up there, a nice, calm, confident demeanor. It's cool to see these young dogs over the course of their career change from that crazy, kind of tough to work with 2-year-old crazy like Rambo was with me, and now he's up there, the savvy veteran, calm.
Great to see you, man. Be careful out there. Yeah, I bet.
All right, there goes Keaton. Good to see him. For both of us, I think it's good to see each other. For a musher, something unique about the Iditarod is that you don't really get to see friends and family along the way unless you know maybe one of the judges or volunteers or veterinarians. So it's good to see a friend. But I think we got a little bit of a break here between right now and the next muster, so we might just kind of show you some of these camped out dog teams, let you watch the mushers go to work on their teams and get them cared for, and we'll be back out for the next team as we're going to watch Keaton getting out of here. See how his dog team navigates through this lodge. Sometimes a little tricky, but it looks like his team's got it figured out. Having a break. Jesse Terry is here, rookie. Bib number 29, Jesse Terry. Flying in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 dogs. Man, he has a really cool gang line. Like his team doesn't look like as long. You know, sometimes you get these 16 dog teams that can stretch out for quite a ways, but looks, you can kind of, each segment can be, you know, 6 to 8 feet long, depending on the musher's style and preference. Okay. Yeah, Jesse Terry's here, rookie. We're here at Rainy Pass, 140 miles in. to the Iditarod 54th. And he's going through his mandatory gear, something that every musher coming through here has to do. Sleeping bag, axe, snowshoes, extra booties for your dogs, your vet book, where they put any kind of notes about your dogs that the vets might notice, you know, oh, this dog, you know, we want to see eat some more, or that the other dog that's got a little bit of rub on their right armpit. That's the kind of stuff they'll write in the vet book, so that then they get to the next checkpoint, the different vets that are at the next checkpoint have those notes to refer to, so they're not just like starting from nothing. Got a couple good boy pats on the head, tell them they're good dogs. It's important to keep it fun, keep it positive. Jesse, I just told my friend Kale, he's snow machining the trail. He had his snow machine stuck, and Jesse Terry, our musher right here, he came by on the trail and he saw, oh, this guy's stuck, but you know, he was going to get out eventually, and but Jesse was like, oh, you know, I think we can get you out. Let me stop and help you real quick. And so, you know, of course, Kale, he rejected the help. He's like, oh, dude, you're running the Iditarod. Like, don't worry about me. We got it figured out. And he's like, no, I got you. And he helped pull him out. And so they just reunited and had a fun little moment there. Anyways, we're here live at Rainy Pass, and we'll continue to show the teams coming in, shows the teams leaving, and now we're at double digits. We got a lot of dog teams here. Looks like I think that's Sam Martin, right? I think he just pulled in here, and I think he just kind of took like a break, like just rebooty to some feet, get the dog snacked, just kind of take a lot of benefits to just taking like a 20 or 30-minute break, and just kind of, if you're gonna maybe do a longer run, like for a younger team, like a 60-mile run, it might be, you know, not a bad idea. You stop for a short little snack and booty replacing break, and then continue on down the trail. And they're just like rip roaring out of here. So we'll see what he has planned. I think that was Sam Martin. You can check your trackers to confirm. It's a great combination. This live stream with the tracker. You look at the tracker, you see, oh, looks like there's a team 2 miles from Rainy Pass. And then you go to the stream and you wait, and you can see the team coming in. Or if you see a team leaving, and Iditarod Insider Sean doesn't really know which team it is, you can also go and refer to your GPS tracker and check it out. But I'm pretty sure that was Sam Martin from 17th Dog that just took a quick break here and is heading back out on the trail.
think I rolled on the next 4 after he left.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. I'll call you when I get a break.
Iditarod Nation. I had a wonderful break, and a huge thanks to Mr. Sean Underwood for that. That I'm back just in time to watch fellow New Englander Joey Sabin coming into the checkpoint. And for just a little update, we've got Jesse Holmes through the gorge. Riley Dyke is out on the trail. Paige appears to be camping past Rainy Pass. Shell Inga and Thomas Warner are on the move, as is Laurel Uckland. Matt Hall also appears to be camping. Bailey Vitello went through just a bit ago, and Travis Beals appears to be resting his team on the trail as well. And upon closer inspection, we actually have one Gabe Dunham. There seems to be a mystery spot just before Rainy Pass where the trackers show folks as resting who are moving. And it looks like Gabe snuck in on that spot and made it here a little bit early. She's all checked in, saying hello to race judge Andy Engstrom. And we got the sign from the checkpoint that Gabe will be stopping here at Rainy Pass. She's going to need to take a minute for her gear check. Then she'll be gathering up her supplies and finding a nice camping spot in the Rainy Pass dog lot. That's the song of a happy dog team. Gabe's got to be feeling pretty good with the team that looks this enthusiastic at this point in time in the race, over 150 miles in. Yeah, they have a long way to go, but a journey of 1,000 miles starts with just one step. Dunham's actually been mushing for a good part of her youth and adult life. You notice on her sled where it says Fiedler? That's a reference to Linwood Fiedler, past Iditarod musher, whom she got her sled from and was mentored by for some time. Race judge Andy Engstrom was joking with her, hey, isn't it time to cover up the Fiedler name? You're your own musher now. And Gabe just laughed and said, a new sled bag costs over $1,000. I think I'll keep using this one. Mushers are nothing if not thrifty. She's getting her team parked real nice. Gabe's going to be with us for a couple hours. Looks like we might have another team coming in off the ice. Let's check our trackers and see who's coming at us. My guess is this may be Joey Sabin. When he gets a little closer, we'll get a confirmation on that, folks. And if you happen to be following along on the Iditarod chat, which I hope you are, there's a lot of good chatter going on. Let's get a roll call and see where everybody's from. I'm hoping we have Iditarod Nation fans from all over the world. So if you're out there, let us know where you're watching the Iditarod from. Andy, Greg told me I could do whatever I want.
Hey, it's kind of a dream job.
All right, really nice looking team coming in here, ladies and gentlemen. Who have we got? All right. All right, a confirmation on that. This is Joey Sabin doing his gear check. He announced that he will be camping here for a little while. I think as we get farther along in the pack, you'll see more mushers taking advantage of the hospitality here at Rainy Pass. In addition to the benefit of not having to carry your straw, or in this case, hay, with you on the trail, there's also a lovely little heated mushers cabin where mushers can get out of the elements, get off their feet, dry out some gear, and get a little bit of well-deserved rest. Remember, it's been over 24 hours and over 150 miles that these teams have been traveling. And if you look back over their history, most of the teams have been taking their rest outside of checkpoints in order to accommodate a better run rest schedule for their teams. For some of them, this is the first time that they're going to get inside in 150 miles. So for 24 hours, they've been outside in the elements, in the wind, with 16 of their best friends tackling the Alaska wilderness. I think a little inside rest is well deserved for all of them.
I'm mean.
Wherever he came from, if he was on slow enough, it was I think it was really fast. 17 17.
Checker. Checker one point.
Are we hot? All right. A little excitement here. Not sure what's going on. It looks like one of the teams came back. They may have decided to take a little extra rest. It can be hard to gauge your team coming into a checkpoint because they're so excited to be here. At the same time, we also have a team heading into the checkpoint coming off the ice. So as soon as we get this next on with our return team. Looking at the tracker, I'm going to guess that we've got Mr. Jason Mackey heading in. We'll get a confirmation here in just a minute. As you can see, it's been non-stop action with teams all afternoon. Our insider crew has just been having a blast bringing you this coverage. It's a gorgeous day at Rainy Pass. You can't see it, but cameraman Brent is literally dancing behind the lens right now. I'm sure he's smiling. It's hard to tell when your face is covered in polar fleece to keep it from the wind, but his eyes are smiling. All right, the lead dog's a little unsure of the camera, but lots of power on this team. And we do have a Mr. Jason Mackey here. Jason Mackey is no stranger to tough trail conditions. He just finished the inaugural Yukon Quest 750, which was notoriously cold and challenging. So it's safe to say his team's pretty used to the conditions they're dealing with here today. Hey, good dogs. All right, he's getting checked in and taken care of. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Brent to film his check-in. I'm going to go see what I can find out about the team that came back in just now. Hold tight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get as much information as I can. Thank you so much.
it stopped. Camp back there. I have a feeling it maybe did.
right, Iditarod Nation. I'd like to give you a little information about what you may have seen on the live feed or your tracker involving Iditarod Ricky Sam Martin. Went over and talked to him personally, and I've got to tell you, Sam is actually doing fine. He is in good spirits, and his dogs are perfectly healthy. When I asked him what happened, he said that as he came into Rainy Pass, he expected it to be much windier here than it actually was. We heard Bruce Lee talking earlier about how windy it was in Finger Lake, and he expected the same conditions here. So he had made the decision to go through the checkpoint, and after he got out of it, his exact words was, "I realized I had a brain fart. Why not go back to the checkpoint where I can enjoy my rest inside the nice, cozy musher's cabin, give my team a break at the checkpoint instead of on the trail." He wanted to make sure everybody knew that he and the dogs were absolutely fine. It was just, in his own words, a brain fart. He was able to come back here, get parked, and get his team taken care of. I've got a special message to Sam's mother. He wanted her to know that he's doing great and that he's having fun. So don't worry, Mom. Sam's going to be fine. We've got 2 more teams that'll be coming in shortly. And my awesome cameraman, Brett, is going to be out here ready to turn the camera on them as soon as we get them in view. So hang tight. I think we're expecting Hannah Lyric in next, but I will keep you all posted. Again, Iditarod Nation, thanks so much for following along. I hope you're having as much fun as we are. Really excited for this year's race. It's going to be a great one. Until the next team comes in, Jody out.
Oh, it's live. We're in the range, Alaska range. Everything's good. Everyone's okay.
Hey everybody, we're just 8 miles from Roan.
8 miles from Roan.
Jesse Holmes is
Camped.
up ahead of us camping towards Roan. And
We'll be on our way to him in a little bit.
on our way to have some fun.
Oh, carefully, dang it up. There you go. Let's see if we can show you guys the view of this pain in the neck accident, or not accident, that's a bad word, issue. There we go.
I'm fine, Mom.
Yep, Matthew's fine. My guide is fine.
Are we clearing that rock down there? Looks like we are.
This is it, right? Yeah. Yeah, you were hung up real deep up front. Yeah, you're clear. Skis on the right side.
All right, from Kotzebue, Alaska, we have rookie musher Kevin Hansen. For those of you who are not aware, Kotzebue is far north on the coast of Alaska. The winds that these dogs are dealing with are probably something that Kevin's team deals with more often than not. The area that Kevin trains in is a little bit above the terrain that has boreal forest, so he's used to the wide open spaces, the whiteouts, and the winds. He's doing his gear check with race judge Andy Engstrom. Coming in hot behind him is Iditarod musher Hannah Lyric.
Christian, could you set the
We'll be
parking brake,
checking her in
please?
next.
Release the parking brake.
Set the parking brake.
Especially as the sun goes down and the temperature drops, you'll see more mushers adding coats to their teams and maybe even adding extra layers to themselves. We noticed today, a couple mushers came in with their light jacket on instead of their heavy parka. That's mostly because while the mushers are on the sled, they're actually working. I know it looks like we're just standing there, but honestly, it takes a lot of physical strength and activity
Bruce, if you're watching,
to
Bruce
steer
Lee,
the sled,
that's why we're not
especially
in
through
Rhone
the
yet.
rustic terrain that these teams
And
are
Greg, if you're
traveling right
watching.
now, as they're in the Alaska range.
Well, I hope you're not.
So it's
You
not
talking to me?
unusual,
I'm
even at
talking to
these
Greg and Bruce
temperatures,
through the
for mushers
live
to
stream.
literally work up a sweat.
Just to set the scene
Right
here,
next to Kevin's
we're in the
team,
shadow.
you can see the
It's about
leaders
5
of the
below,
Hannah
maybe a little bit
Laird's
more.
team.
Plus,
She's already
wind chill.
been checked in, so her in time has been registered. Andy's walked back to her to get her gear check done. The volunteers here
These
are
things
all
happen.
working really
That's why you have the best
efficiently
guides
to
in the
make
world.
sure that they get these teams through the sign-in process
And the most
in a
forgiving camera fellow.
timely
And
manner.
the most
and
forgiving
let them either
cameraman.
get back on the trail or settled into their camping spot. And